Yo, I swear to God, I have a fucking horse in my throat.
Frankie, that's not an expression.
I'll gut you at the fucking throat.
I don't think that's an expression.
You're comparing apples to pine cones here, Joey. There's no. Why am I comparing
Also not an
hocus
expression.
pocus? I am committing to the bit here, and you are hanging me out to dry like some fucking used laundry.
Also not an expression, Frankie.
All right, we'll pull back the camera a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's not an expression, but we're gonna head.
Where the puppies are a barking, if you heard my term, that's where you get
Not an expression.
put head to paper. You could figure this out. It's not that hard.
That's not the expression.
Look, here's a curtain. Peel it back.
That's not the expression.
We need 4 million of them and live to tell the day because they are so fucking good.
Yeah, not an expression, but
I've been fingering the pulse. It's coming back down.
not the expression. But go ahead.
If the leash fits,
So that's
seems
literally not an expression, and also weird. You like it harder.
a slip of the mouth. It's fine. I would say mine.
Not an expression.
Okay. You know, paprika one day and cayenne the next. It's a matter of, taste.
Not an expression.
That's a spit in the pan for you.
Is that an expression?
Really turned my gears.
Yeah. That's not an expression.
You opened up with it. Well, might as well get it out the way.
Yeah.
Put it out the shovel. Green M.
Not an expression. Go ahead.
The shoe fits. Wear it, bitch.
See? You just did it again. Also not the expression.
And it was hot. Hot like a donkey.
That's not even a fucking expression. What are you saying?
Carrots and sticks.
Is that an expression?
I think it is.
Carrots and sticks?
Mm-hmm.
What are you even trying to say? What point are you making with
Peas
that?
and carrots is what I'm trying to say.
Peas and carrots is just like a meal. Like what? That's not an expression either. You're saying apples to oranges?
Apples and oranges.
Is that the one you were trying to say?
No,
The lesser of two evils?
Yeah, that's it.
Carrots and sticks.
Give me a yes.
Yeah.
Give me a no.
Yes.
Do you like grilled cheese sandwiches?
Yes.
What's on a grilled cheese?
I like to put multiple cheeses.
Okay. But what meat is on there?
None.
Exactly. You don't need meat to make an adequate sandwich.
Bro.
You're sitting there. Let me ask you another question. You get bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches. Enough? Egg! You idiot! Egg is not a meat, you
I know
stupid
it's not,
idiot.
but it's a thing. It's like a main.
Yeah, and that's where you have the fucking prosciutto. You got a meat. You got the cheese with the mozzarella, and then the oil and vinegar are the fucking little dazzle wazzle for you.
Not an expression. And that sandwich sucks. And he just looks at me. Dude, I remember this clear as day. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
I remember as clear as day the shirt I was wearing and everything.
I know, too.
I was wearing a Bulbasaur t-shirt and it had
a great shirt.
the evolutionary line on it. I remember as clear as day. And I remember as clear as day. I remember as clear as day. Black. And I remember as clear as day because he stood up and he goes, "Whoa, what did I eat?" God. I remember as clear as day. I had a good friend. She's still a good friend. I remember as clear as day. I remember it as clear as day. I remember as clear as day. I remember as clear as day. I remember as clear as day. And I remember that. Like, it's clear as day. Because I can deal with... No, never mind. I can't deal with throw up at all. I remember as clear as day. I was like seeing shit. I fucking remember it as clear as day. You know, like when you're like looking...
Oh, yeah, everything's clear as day with this kid.
It is clear as day. As clear as day. I remember this shit. I remember this as clear as day. Because I remember as clear as day. I remember as clear as day looking at him and him
clear
just
as day. That's a big one.
Yeah.
People notice that about you.
I think they have. And I remember as clear as day. Both my balls were facing due north. I remember that as clear as day.
I don't remember that, but it sounds right.
I remember as clear as day in first grade.
Do not say what you're about to say.
Okay. Making it seem like it's like such a laborious task to do that. It's not that hard.
Laborious.
You're making this way more laborious than it needs to be, Joey.
And you just did that. Good. Now you've 100% pissed me off.
I'm sorry. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Talking right now, doing an episode is just quite laborious for me.
Frankie, I swear to fucking God. New Year's was dope. Drank a lot of champagne and a lot of this and a lot of that.
Yeah, it was. Well. Did you feel like the next morning it was like super laborious to wake up?
That's where that ends, right there.
There's that sucking thing you do. There it is. It always finds its way into our shows, and it doesn't even need to work laboriously to do it. Honestly, it just finds its way.
Laborious.
Just put it in a nice, neat little ball, so it's less laborious to tell this story.
Holy fuck! Fuck
you. It's not very laborious, and I think Balenciaga is the way to go.
Balenciaga,
and it's quite the laborious task. I have to admit, it's not that
if you fucking say that word one more time, this is 3 episodes in a row with this shit, with laborious.
It's not a ludicrous thing to do, and quite frankly, the least laborious thing you'll do this week. Imagine being at a Taylor Swift concert. Getting around those people would be so laborious. Oh my god, that would be the worst. It would be a pretty laborious task, but nonetheless, I think people would be able to get it done.
Is your goal to fit that in every episode? Because it makes me want to slam my head.
I could probably come up with a guess. I mean, it wouldn't be too laborious, but it's not that easy. What?
Every single week, I hope that you forget.
That's got to be quite the laborious task to find that. I got to say, I don't know where.
You fit it in. You fit in laborious.
It's not a very laborious thing for me to remember what a canteen is.
Suck on that for a little bit.
Yeah, well, we hope that wasn't too laborious for you to take in.
That's enough.
That is true, and you don't want to be working with something all the time that's laborious to get in and out. Like, just make it simple on yourself.
Good Lord.